Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us in today's webinar. We'll talk about the yesterday's recently published feature. We did it yesterday, and we brought tickets into your LiveChat accounts. We release it for all customers. And my name is Bartosz Olchówka. I'm the head of development at LiveChat here, and I will be hosting this webinar for you today. Please welcome Simon, my teammate, who is sitting next to me and will be helping me host this webinar. He will be responding to your questions during my presentations. So in case you have any questions and need some clarifications, just feel free to ask a question and he'll be happy to help you. Today, I'll talk about the ticketing system in LiveChat. I will tell you what tickets are. This will be the agents and visitors perspective of the whole feature. And next, I will move on to the manager's perspective, which will be the reporting feature built into tickets in LiveChat. And then I will tell you something about the best practices that we learned in recent months. We've been using our ticketing system internally for the last few months and gained some knowledge about this product. And later on, I hold the questions and answers section where you will be able to ask me any questions you need. I will try to respond to all of them, and we will publish this webinar on our website tomorrow. So don't worry if you don't have time to watch the whole webinar, and you will just be able to reach this content on our website. So the genesis of ticketing system in LiveChat is connected with the missed chat functionality that we offered previously. So to show you how it worked, let's assume that the visitor enters your website, and he had two possibilities: to chat with you or leave you a message, which we call the missed chat, when your agents were offline. The chat functionality is, in our view, very polished, but the missed chat one needed some more attention. It was not a good way to support your customers in the email communication channel. You weren't able to assign some people to particular cases. You didn't know how the particular case goes on. So we wanted to improve that functionality, and we changed missed chats into tickets. Tickets is a very simple and powerful ticketing system, which we built into LiveChat, and that's how it works. So when a visitor enters your website, he can leave you a message when your agents are away from computers. So such a message will be stored in LiveChat as a ticket. That's the first source of tickets in your product. The second source of tickets is a message sent to your company using your support email. So let's say you support your customers using support@mycompany.com feature, and such messages can be easily transferred into LiveChat in the form of a ticket. You just set up it easily in LiveChat, set up some email forwarding, and such a message lands up in one place in LiveChat tickets, so that you don't need to use any other software to provide great customer support for all of your clients. So that's the visitor's perspective. However, tickets can be created during the chat by your agents as well. So if there is a case that needs more time to be resolved by your company, the case that can be easily closed during one single chat. The agent should create a ticket using this create a ticket button, and a new case will end up in the ticketing system. Your customer will receive an email notification telling him that this case has been created, and from now on, the whole communication with this particular customer will move on to email. So let's talk about the ticketing system dashboard. That's the place where you should work with tickets in the first place. What you see is the My Open Tickets list presented here and the unassigned tickets at the bottom. So My Open Tickets is the list of all cases that are assigned to a particular agent. Those are the cases that the agent needs to focus on in the first place. Unassigned tickets, on the other side, are the tickets that haven't been yet assigned to any one of you. So these are the questions from your customers that need your immediate attention. They haven't yet heard from you, so you have a great moment to make the first impression to respond to your customer as quickly as possible. All tickets are in one of the possible statuses. So every new ticket that is created will be marked as open. So open tickets are the ones that need response from your company, from some of your agents. So in these cases, visitor wants to hear from you. The pending tickets are the ones that need visitors' attention. So that's the moment of the case where you've done everything you could and you responded to customer with all the information he needed, and now it's his turn. The solved tickets, I think that the name of this status says it all, is just the case that is already solved. The spam status is very similar to the Gmail's one. So every junk email that lands up in your ticketing system should be marked as spam, and it will be just hidden from your casual work. All agents have some options to quickly work with tickets. You can mark many of the tickets as solved. You can move some of them to spam folder. You can also choose one assignee to assign particular agents to many tickets at once. So that's how a single ticket looks like. You have access to all information about this ticket, including comments. These are messages from both visitor and agents. What you can see here, this blue background, tells you that this comment is a private one. It means that it's the comment displayed only internally in your company. So visitor never sees this message, and it's used to lets you communicate internally between the agents. That's the place where you can respond to your customer. You can easily add some attachments in case you need to do so. You can also change the ticket status. By default, when you reply to your customer, the ticket status will be marked as pending, which means that the ticket needs your customer's response. However, when you think the case is closed, you can just mark this ticket as solved and forget about that case. On the right-hand side, you will see some important information about the ticket. You can also see the name and email address of the requester. It's your customer's name and email. And the assignee section tells you which agent is responsible for handling this case on your side. Every time something happens in in the ticket, for example, a visitor replies to you, the agent assigned to the ticket will receive an email notification. So what you can see here is an example look of such a notification in your agent's email inbox. You can see that the visitor replied to this ticket. Here's a message from the visitor, and he can just reply to this email, and this message will be instantly displayed to your visitor. In case you need some further editing, I mean, in case you need to solve this ticket or assign this ticket to anyone else, you can click this View the Ticket in LiveChat link, and you will move to the web application where you can do some advanced things with the ticket. During the chat, you may find the tickets list also very helpful. When you talk with a customer and LiveChat knows that this customer left you some tickets before, we'll show these tickets to you next to the chat window. That's why. So as a result, you can easily browse through the issues that were reported by this customer and resolve the current problem even more faster. So now let's move on to the manager's perspective. That's the reporting dashboard that was redesigned as well. Here you can see the chats dashboard and the tickets dashboard that I will focus on right now. So what you can see here is the activity in your tickets in the last 7 days. You can see the number of new tickets created. You can see what's the average first response time. Here we can see the average resolution time of the ticket and the number of solved tickets. When we move into the detailed reports, here are the new tickets report. Here is the new tickets report, which tells you how many tickets have been created in each particular day. You can see what's the first response time, what was the average first response time of the ticket. So it's the time it took your company to respond to the initial customer's question. As you can see, we strive to keep it as low as possible. We had the under 1 hour metric here, so we responded to customers on average within the first 15 or 20 minutes. The number of solved tickets, this report of course speaks for itself, so it's the number of cases that are closed. You can see below, you can filter this solved tickets report by agent, so you can know which agent closed the biggest number of cases. The resolution time report tells you how long it took for your agent to finally resolve the case from the beginning to an end. So in this particular example, we can see that on the 27th of November, on average, each ticket that was closed that day was open for roughly 50 hours. It means that the visitor waited for roughly 2 days to have his case closed. Ticket sources report tells you what are the sources of all the cases that were created in LiveChat. So what you can see here is that more than 200 tickets were creating using our support email. No tickets were creating using our ticket form. It's mostly because we provide 24/7 support to our customers. That's why our chat window on the website is never in the offline mode. Our customers can always chat with our support team. And we have here 35 tickets from chat. So those are the cases that were created during the chat by our agents. And most certainly those were the cases that needed more detailed attention by our IT guys. You can also see the 24-hour distribution of each of these reports. What you can see here is that the volume of chats is higher in the late hours in the evening. So that's the busiest part of our day. That's why we have more support people available in the evening. Now I tell you some about the best practices we learned in the recent months when using our ticketing system internally in our company. And also that's the result of the feedback from our beta testers. We had more than 200 companies using these tickets in the recent months. So we learned a lot from them. Thank you very much for all the beta testers. And here's what we learned. So we focus our attention on the first response time metric in the first place. So we think that the very first impression is really important in terms of customer support, and the best way to provide this first great impression is to respond to your customer's initial question as soon as possible. So I would suggest to keep this under 1 hour if possible. We had this even below 30 minutes, so 27 minutes is the first response time in our case, and it makes our customers really pleasant. Resolution time metric is also something that you should focus on. It's the amount of time it took your company to resolve the ticket. It's the average time of all the tickets resolved. And of course, it depends on the industry that you're in. In our case, it's on average, it's roughly 10 hours. But in your case, it can be either 1 hour or even a few days. So the best practice here is to just keep it as low as possible to just provide better customers experience. You should remember that customers don't like to wait for ages to have their case resolved. That's why it's very important to notify them about the ticket progress. So it's a great practice to inform them about this progress every time you have some more information. And this small detail can turn their possible frustration, into a positive attitude. The last thing to remember is to try to solve the ticket as soon as possible. Remember that each ticket is a possible problem, is possible question from a customer. So that's why it's very important to keep in mind that the fastest you solve the ticket, the happier your customer will be, and that's the thing that you should focus on. Thank you very much for your attention, and have a great day.